Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, retention as a growth engine, the mechanics CMOs need to master. Every CMO I talk to swears they care about retention, then spends 70% of their budget chasing new logos. Why the gap between the sermon and the collection plate?
Because acquisition is visible and retention is invisible. A new customer is a number your CEO can see go up on Monday. A customer who didn't leave is a non-event. Nobody throws a party for the churn that didn't happen. The customers who quietly stayed instead of walking.
Fine, but acquisition feels safer. You know where the growth comes from. Retention sounds like a slow-motion argument you can't win in a board meeting.
It sounds slow until you do the arithmetic. Take a subscription business losing 5% of customers a month. That's 46% of your base gone in a year. You're running up a down escalator. Cut that to 2%, and suddenly the same acquisition spend produces double the base after 18 months. Same top of funnel, wildly different company.
Give me a real name, not a hypothetical.
Dropbox is the classic. Years ago, their whole self-serve model was built on people who never called sales, never saw an ad after sign-up, and just kept paying. Their net revenue retention, the money existing customers spend this year versus last, after cancellations, sat above 100%. That means the base grows even if you acquire nobody new. That is the magic number. When existing customers spend more than the ones who leave take with them, you have a business that compounds instead of leaks.
So where do smart CMOs get the math wrong? Because you said most miscalculate it.
The biggest error is averaging. They look at one blended retention number and feel calm. But retention hides in cohorts, groups of customers who signed up in the same month. When you split them out, you usually find the customers you acquired through discounts churn twice as fast as the ones who came organically. Your average looks fine, while your cheap channel is quietly poisoning the well.
That's uncomfortable, because the discount channel is often the one hitting the acquisition targets.
Exactly. You're rewarding the team for filling a bucket with a hole in it. HubSpot published data a while back showing that customers acquired through certain paid channels had meaningfully lower lifetime value, the total money you make from someone before they leave, than inbound ones. That's a vendor's own numbers, so read it with a pinch of salt, but the pattern holds everywhere I've operated.
Okay, so lifecycle thinking. That phrase gets thrown around like confetti. What does it actually mean when you're the one signing the invoices?
It means you map the moments where a customer decides to stay or bail, and you spend money there. Onboarding is the obvious one. If someone doesn't reach their first real win in the first week, the aha moment where the product does the thing they paid for, you've usually lost them, they just haven't told you yet. Slack figured out that teams sending 2,000 messages almost never left, so they engineered everything toward hitting that number fast.
But those interventions cost money too. How's a CMO supposed to defend spending on people who already bought?
You defend it with the same lifetime value math you use for acquisition. If keeping a customer an extra 6 months is worth $400 and a better onboarding flow costs you $40 a head, that's a 10-to-1 return that no cold ad campaign will ever touch. The trouble is, most marketing dashboards stop measuring the customer the second the sale closes. Fix the dashboard and the argument wins itself.
So the real problem isn't belief, it's measurement.
Always. People manage what they're shown. If your board deck has cost per acquisition on page 1 and retention buried on page 9, guess where the behavior goes?
Give me the one thing a CMO should do Monday morning.
Pull your last 12 monthly cohorts and chart their retention side by side. Not the average, each one separately. Within an hour, you'll see which acquisition channel is selling you customers who leave, and you'll never look at your blended number the same way again.
That's a wrap. Fresh CMO briefings drop daily at mba-training.com.